hazard mitigation plan for years and years and years was outdated. In 2008, we got a grant from PEMA to redo our hazard mitigation plan to make it current. That plan is typically good for 5 years. Now, the difficulty with hazard mitigation plans are that the requirements for that mitigation plan change almost yearly. And when we got our mitigation plan approved in 2008, we barely met the cutoff deadline before other regulations moved in and changed those requirements. At any rate, we were able to apply for a grant in the spring of 2012 through PEMA and FEMA and get a grant approved in the amount of, what is it, $58,650. And the purpose of that grant was to update our hazard mitigation plan. As a result of that, we went out and looked at different vendors that could assist us with this. It's a very time-consuming process, and to be honest with you, keeping up with FEMA regulations and doing it properly almost takes somebody who's very familiar with that process to stay on top of it. We looked at several vendors. We looked at Delta Development is the one that did our original one back in 2008. Delta Development is basically subcontracting for Baker Associates right now, who's also working with PEMA on hazard mitigation projects. They weren't interested in a contract for that. We talked to Baker Associates and we talked to Kimball Associates. Kimball Associates were not interested in making an application for that project. No explanation provided. Baker Associates did provide us with a contract proposal, and their quote was for $50,085 for that project. The other vendor that we talked about is from MCM Consulting. You've heard me speak about Mike McGrady before. MCM's bid for that project was $49,000, about $1,085 less than Baker's quote for this. You've heard me speak highly of Mike before. I believe he brings a little more to the table here because he has some more familiarity with Lebanon County. I'm recommending that we consider Mike McGrady, MCM Associates for this project.
Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Anything else anyone else wants to ask regarding this motion?
Just what's the timeline on putting this together?
We were supposed to actually appoint a vendor by the end of last month. Okay, like I said, our current hazard mitigation plan expires in October of next year, 2013.
It's a total. I'm sorry. It's a total of up to 16 months, unless ends earlier.
So I apologize. I don't have that with me.
Okay.
Any questions?
All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. So moved. Next.